Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week. Although we still have another workout tomorrow, today is the only one that matters right here, right now. We're going to do a little bit of this and that and the other that we've done to make up a new special workout for you guys. We're going to take the mindset of the total body blitz, where it's high output, high demand, high physical pressure on the body, but we're going to take the mentality of the total body tempo with the go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. And we're going to put that all together and give you your total body cardio today. No weights, okay? But what we need to do is we need to push ourselves mentally and physically via cardio. So with that being said, let's get it started. Let's get it warmed up. We're going to start with just a couple of shoulder mobilities. You know the routine. It's going to be our horizontal to start and vertical to follow. Now we're going to spend most of our time with the lower body, or the midsection in the lower body. So that's where we're going to spend some of our time on the warm-ups. And switch it. Now we're going to the same 15 seconds that we typically do. Same 2 sets that we typically do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch it back over. Switch it back over. This is going to be that second set horizontal. And then we'll get a second set of vertical as well. Now in the basement, I've done no shoes. I've done shoes and switch it. Today, just from the nature of the workout, I'm going to want shoes on so I can get just a little bit of grip, just to get a little bit of cushion absorption on the feet and a little bit support. Okay, 2, 1, and shoulder circles. But if you wanted to throw a curveball at your body and not change a single thing, go ahead and pop those shoes off. It's a different feel, a different requirement. Reverse on your feet and your ankles and your calves if you are barefoot or in your socks, then if you get that support and that strength and that structure from your shoes. Okay? So feel free to do an either or. And forward, forward, forward. It's going to be that second set. All right, going forward in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse, and reverse. And this one, the reverse, is just a little bit easier. I'm going to go one more forward here and switch. I'm going to go one more forward here. I didn't get too much of a range of motion on that one, so this is just bonus. So my need for more shoulders is your benefit. 3, 2, 1, and time. Now the upper body is going to be pretty much complete. Okay, so we're going to do our standing hip mobilities, and we're going to start with those high knee pulls. Okay, and we're going to keep this the same, the 2 sets, the 30 seconds, because it's alternating. Now the first set, you can stay straight on. First set, if you want to, you can come heel to opposing hip. It's literally whatever you deem necessary, whatever you feel is the most comfortable, the most beneficial. Now we got 15 more seconds, so theoretically you could switch it to do that heel to hip right now. Okay, we got just under 10 seconds here. And we're going to switch it over to that quad stretch. I'm going to go one more repetition piece. One more with that left. Switch it to my quad, switch it to my quad. And this is also alternating, as long as I don't fall over. Now those were 2 cheat moves. Doesn't really give you much more of a stretch, but it saves my balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here's that second set. Here's that second set. So I'm going to come right out of the gates. I'm going to do that heel to opposing hip. Now I don't typically do the heel to opposing hip my first set, because I want to go into it just a little bit on the loose side, the warmed up side, before I start turning and twisting and rotating and being off linear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch it. Okay, so here we go. Here's that second set. Now you saw me do that first one, because I was losing balance, but 2, what I'm trying to do is just kind of pop the hip a little bit no big deal. But if you want something more, you can flex forward and reach forward. We've done those one-legged standing Supermans before. This is the quad stretch version of a Superman. Now we've done those. Now I'm gonna go one more with my left just to be even, Steven. And time, and time. All right, so before we go into anything else, we're gonna stay standing here. We're gonna do basically a toe touch, and then basically we're gonna get tight at the top like you're finishing a deadlift. So what we're gonna do is you're just gonna kind of collapse forward, exhale, tight at the top. Nothing crazy, it's just a range of motion stretch, range of motion squeeze. Okay, so we're gonna do this for 20 seconds. And go. To the toes, tight at the top. To the toes, tight at the top. And I'm exhaling to exaggerate the squeeze in the stomach and the squeeze in the butt. And when I exhale and I tighten down, that all kind of comes together. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Set it up for regular bodyweight squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, nothing special right here, and I'm even going to kind of go a little bit slow because I haven't done this yet. So I'm just not fully warmed up, so I'm not going to fully commit to my tempo. We got nothing but tempo coming up. So I just want to make sure that I'm prepped and primed and ready to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, I'm going to go back to that toe touch and hip extension. So where I reach for my toes and then I come up and I squeeze at the top. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Reach for the floor, the toes, the shins, the ankle. If that's your range of motion, tight at the top. If that's your range of motion, you got a tremendous amount of work to do, but that's your range of motion, get tight at the top. If it's to the floor, tight at the top. So essentially what I'm getting at is I don't care what your range of motion is. Stretch, squeeze. Stretch, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, gonna go a super squat. That super squat or that hyper squat hold. This would be, so I have a stationary object right here. I could use this as my hold. Okay, but eventually the ideal goal of the situation is to not rely on anything and do it yourself. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna work for right now in 3, 2, 1, and go. So I'm just gonna sit and hold. Try to, remember, drive those knees out, or sometimes I like to open up the arms and extend the arms. I kind of bring in a little bit of an upper body movement. Nothing major by any stretch of the imagination. Just a little bit extra. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, break and shake. Now we're going to do a variation of your groiners before your groiners. I got my mat set out. Now if you want to use a mat or not a mat, or maybe you're on a towel or a carpet, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. But what we're going to do, I'll show you the side version first. We're kind of in that groiner setup, but my back knee is down. Okay, my front foot is flat, and I'm going to shift my body weight as far forward as possible. But as long as my foot is flat, it's all good. If I shift my body weight forward and my heel comes up, then my foot needs to go further, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that groiner variation and hold in 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And all you're trying to do is tuck your tailbone up underneath you. Shift your body weight forward and down. That lead leg, my left leg is my lead leg. I'm going to feel it in the hamstring, a little bit in the groin. And I'm going to feel my trail leg, my right leg, the quad, the hip flexor, and a little bit of the groin as well. Okay, we're just trying to get those hard to reach areas. 3, 2, 1, and switch it. Same thing, but just other side. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now if your foot can be back underneath you and your heel down and your foot flat, then that's going to be awesome. That just means you got good balance and good ankle mobility. But I'm not really too concerned. As long as that foot is flat, I don't really care right now what your ankle mobility is. I'm just kind of concerned with that groin adductor, abductor, quad, hip flexor, that middle region right below the stomach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to do our groiners. We got one set, 1 minute like we usually do. The first 30 I'm going to be a little bit exaggerated. Second 30 I'm going to go for repetitions. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So like I said, that exercise that we just did is a very similar movement to your groiners, except for when I do these groiners, the back knee is up and there's a little bit of a bounce. You have the rotation component if you wanted to. So I'm going to go one more repetition with my right for the hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 30 seconds. Here's the one where I'm just going to kind of go for as big a range of motion as I can, but for repetitions, not spending too much time on one side or the other. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time, All right, break, shake, rest, recover. We're going to go old school on you here. We're going to do our dynamic warm-ups. Now we're going to do the 4 traditional ones, the 4 old school ones. Your jumping jacks, your seal jumps, your mini split jumps, and your drop squats. We're going to go 2 sets, 20 seconds apiece, 5 seconds rest in between. So I am going to give you the 5 seconds in between, kind of collect your thoughts a little bit. Okay, we're going to go in 5 seconds. Jumping jacks to start. 2, 1, and go. Ten more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Here's our 5 seconds. Seal jump, seal jump, seal jump. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Here's your 5 seconds. Mini split jumps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, because we've done this a lot of times, this shouldn't be crazy overwhelming, but it should get your breathing up, should get your heart rate up, and that's what we want. 2, 1, and time. Okay, here's your 5 seconds. You got your drop squats. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, we've done this one a couple of different ways, where you can couple 2 or 3 poses at the top, or the single at the top. 2, 1, and time. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go. We're back to the beginning in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, second time through, same 4 original dynamics. Old school dynamics is what they are. 10 down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Seal jump, seal jump, seal jump. 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Mini split jumps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. And again, this is our second rotation, last rotation. 2, 1, and time. Okay, last one, drop squat. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now I'm just gonna go with the single, try and get some reps in. But there's no problem with doing a couple of pogos. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time, and break. Okay, so warm up is complete. Warm up is complete. If you need to hit stop or hit pause, do a little more stretching, catch your breath before we start for realsies. Do what you gotta do. Remember, you don't need a mat, or I'm sorry, you don't need your weights, you don't need your bungees, your bands, kettlebells, you just need you. And we got to mentally and physically push, 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 and go, go, go. So when you're ready, let's get it going. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it going. It is now time to put the pedal to the metal. We're going to go 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to do it 4 times, okay? Do your best. Hang in there. Stay strong. If you got a break, take it, but if you can hold off and wait till the end of the 4, that would be better, okay? Here we go. So our first one is going to be high knees marching or high knees running in place. Second exercise is going to be a plank hold, whether on your hands or your elbows. Third exercise, you're going to flip it, you're going to do crunches, feet up or feet down. Okay? So we got high knees, plank, crunches, 4 times. Get ready to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Here's your 10 seconds. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 3, 2, 1, time. Crunches. Remember, we got 10 seconds in between. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, let's do it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, crunches. Feet up or feet down crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Here's your 10 seconds. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 3, 2, 1. Time. Crunches. Remember, we got 10 seconds in between. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, let's do it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crunches. Feet up or feet down crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay, let's keep this party bus going. We've done this one before, okay? So there's really no change on this one. If you don't remember it, doesn't really matter because we're going to do it again. So you have a reverse lunge and knee or a reverse lunge and jump, okay? 20 seconds on the one leg, 20 seconds on the other leg, any plank for your third exercise. And again, we're going to do it 4 times, okay? So let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break 10 seconds. Other leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, here we go. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, break. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break 10 seconds. Other leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, here we go. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, break. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break 10 seconds. Other leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, here we go. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, break. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break 10 seconds. Other leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, here we go. Any plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, break. Okay, great job on those rotations so far. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the pace and the energy and the output high. So here's what we're going to do. If we were at the gym, we would have those agility ladders, okay? Since we don't have them, even if you do have them, doesn't really matter. Start with your feet almost together. Imagine they're in a box, a 1x1 box, a 1 foot by 1 foot box. You're gonna step out of the box with the right foot, out of the box with your left foot, in with the right and the left, out, in. Now I don't care if it's right, left, or left, right. In the big picture, it's all gonna even out, okay? So we're gonna do alternating in and out ladders, as if we were at the gym, ladders. And then the second exercise is gonna be a side plank. Third exercise is gonna be the other side plank. Same 20 and 10, same 4 times. All right, so let's get it going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Out, in, out, in. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, side plank, but it could be hands or elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Now I'm gonna face you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now this top hand can do whatever it needs to do. On the floor for support, you can kind of touch those obliques and those lats to kind of make sure everything's tight. You can do whatever you gotta do with it. I just want the hips, heels, the head to be even. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Out, in, out, in. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, side plank, but it could be hands or elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Now I'm gonna face you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now this top hand can do whatever it needs to do. On the floor for support, you can kind of touch those obliques and those lats to kind of make sure everything's tight. You can do whatever you got to do with it. I just want the hips, heels, the head to be even. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Out, in, out, in. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, side plank, but it could be hands or elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Now I'm going to face you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now this top hand can do whatever it needs to do. On the floor for support, you can kind of touch those obliques and those lats to kind of make sure everything's tight. You can do whatever you got to do with it. I just want the hips, heels, the head to be even. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Out, out, in, out, in. 10 down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, side plank, but it could be hands or elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Now I'm going to face you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now this top hand can do whatever it needs to do. On the floor for support, you can kind of touch those obliques and those lats to kind of make sure everything's tight. You can do whatever you got to do with it. I just want the hips, heels, the head to be even. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, this last rotation is going to be an oldie but a goodie. Not very many of you had done this rotation unless you've been with me for a long time. So we're going to start off with just a super basic drop squat. I say super basic because we use drop squats for our warm-up, so they should be super basic. But the next exercise, I'll show you two versions. I'll show you the side version. You're going to be in the plank or push-up position on your hands. Okay? You're going to be in the push-up position. Your feet are going to be together. You're going to jump to the right, jump to the middle, jump to the left. Middle right, middle left, middle right, middle left. If you see it straight on, just so you can see the distance or the width that I'm getting. Middle right, middle left, middle right, middle left. Okay? That's exercise number 2. Exercise number 3 is going to be an out and in thruster. Same distance or width in your feet, but instead of side to side, bring it in. Not butt up. We don't want the butt high. Keep it down. Little in, little out. Little in, little out. Your legs are never going to fully extend or go straight. So, drop squats. Easy peasy. Start off really, really good. Then you have the lateral plank where you jump side to side. Middle right, middle left. And then you got that out and in thruster. Okay? 4 times to finish. Let's rock and roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Middle right, middle left in that plank position. 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. 10 seconds, stay down on the floor. Okay, little in, little out, little in, little out. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 3, 2, 1, time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Middle right, middle left in that plank position. 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. 10 seconds, stay down on the floor. Okay, little in, little out, little in, little out. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 3, 2, 1, time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Middle right, middle left in that plank position. 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. 10 seconds, stay down on the floor. Okay, little in, little out, little in, little out. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 3, 2, 1, time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 down, 10 to go. 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Middle right, middle left in that plank position. 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. 10 seconds, stay down on the floor. Okay, little in, little out, little in, little out. 3, 2, 1, and go. Ten down, 10 to go. 3, 2, 1, time. Great job, everybody. That is your total body blitz total body tempo, total body cardio, plyometric kinda, agility, non-stop go, go, go body weight exercise. Very good job. Keep it going. Breathing, resting, recovering, roll out, stretch out. Do what you gotta do. Post-workout cardio, if you do it, I definitely wanna know about it and what you do because that's awesome. But other than that, have a great rest of your Friday and we'll see you back in the morning for a little bit of more fun. Have a good one.